Well, good morning, everybody. It's what is it? It's Friday. This has been a really slow week. Haven't gotten much done. Well, we've gotten everything done, but there wasn't much to do. So hopefully next week will be a little better. I'm in Winnipeg right now. I'm going to load a wide load, actually, 10-foot wide from what I've heard. We'll see when we get there. I'm gonna put it on the trailer, tag it, flag it, and bring it to our yard, park it there. This needs to leave on Monday, so I'm going home for the weekend after this, and we're gonna hope that next week is better than this last week was, but some weeks are slow. Some guys panic when that happens. It happens from time to time. It slows down, and then it picks back up, and it slows down. Usually we're pretty busy, so I'm pretty confident that this is just a bad week. Next week will be a lot better, so we'll look forward to that. Anyways, let's go get our freight. Miserable day. It's supposed to get better this weekend. We'll see. I'll believe it when I see it. Planning on doing? You're not gonna squeeze in there. You're up. Come on, man. What was wrong with being behind me? He was behind me. He quickly wanted to get between us yet. Gotta be in front of the truck. God forbid you follow a big truck through a construction zone. What'd that do for you? It got you one vehicle ahead. You're still right there. What is that? 1 second further ahead? I just bought my very first permit myself. It's a wide load permit. I've been spoiled. I've always been spoiled. The office is always taking care of that stuff for me, right? Like I say, they take care of most of all of that. I always say that that's the cut they take out of the rate. That's for them to think that's earning their cut, right? Today, I was a big boy, and I went and ordered my own permit for Saskatchewan. I have a blanket permit for Manitoba here, but I'm taking this load. I'm 124 inches wide, or 3.15 meters. So it's not that wide. I'll show you here. But I called up, and I've never done this before. I've been trucking here for, what, 14 years, and I've been trucking in general since 2006. 19 years. It keeps shocking me when I say that out loud. I've never bought my own permits. I've been such a pampered, spoiled little boy. But today, I did it by myself like a big boy. Okay, anyways, this is my load. Like, hardly over, right? 124 inches. This deck is, what, 102 inches wide? Here. It's like 10 feet wide. approximately. This is the widest part right here. Then this piece behind here is a little wide as well. This is 107 inches wide. So we got a little bit of, well, I claimed that on the permit as well, so they know it's there. And then this. So Saskatchewan, here I come on Monday. It's just a single trip permit. It's for Monday and Tuesday. I have my route pretty much straight in Highway 1 from Winnipeg, and then straight into Regina onto Victoria Avenue, onto Winnipeg Street, and into the industrial zone there. And that's where I'll be unloading this stuff. But a little bit of overhang, not too bad. Should be fun. The truck all decked out, ready to go. And I think it looks good. It looks good. Coming to a prairie city near you. You might have seen I already got my landing gear down. I've got my tarps off. Got them strapped down on my catwalk because I'm going to be leaving the trailer here until I actually leave. I'll be leaving Monday with this, and it's Friday today. Think I've got everything I need. I'll just pull that out a little bit so when I get back in the truck it smells good. Okay, time for a Pepsi. Cheers. Oh, cheers. So what's up, guys? May as well sit down and have a little chit chat. So I've been looking at trailers. You know this, I've been talking about it. I always do this when I'm about to make a big purchase. I play it up, because it's being played up in my head. These are not cheap. They're not cheap. And you knew that I was looking at a few trailers. It was between an Extreme triaxle, a Wilson tandem with a front slide. That was a combo trailer. Or a Rettenauer tandem with a rear slide, obviously all aluminum Rettenauer. And I ruled out the Wilson, the combo, and unfortunately I had to rule out Mack. They were an option as well. I wanted Mack, that was my first choice, but they're so dang expensive. They're so expensive nowadays. They wanted too much money. And with the exchange rate into Canadian, it was just, I couldn't justify it. It was a non-starter for me when they told me the prices. So with Mack off the books, unfortunately, I was left between a big brand like Rettenauer. Excellent trailers. I have nothing bad to say about them, and they got a great sales team in Winnipeg at Quarrel Trailers. I really like them there. They really did a lot for me, helped me out quite a bit, and tried to get me into or onto one of those tandems with the rear slide. Then there's the sales guys at Quality Trailers who were trying to get me onto that triaxle Extreme trailer. It's a 2025 with the rear lift. And there was also the sales guy at Ocean Trailer that was trying to sell me a Mack or the Wilson. So all great sales guys. They were all like sort of competing for my business. They were all saying, you know, how their trailers were the best and, you know, the competitors were the worst. Things that salesmen do. And they pointed out the issues with the competition and the problems with the problem. Like Extreme, for example. Extreme is a very new brand of trailer. They started in 2016, so they don't have a lot of history like Rettenauer or Mack does. So they've also had a few hiccups, a few burps, you'd say, in their first 5 to 8 years of making trailers, where they found there was a couple of spots in the trailers that needed work, and that was definitely brought up by all the salesmen. And, you know, there's problems with the Rettenauers. That was brought up by the other salesmen. There's problems with Macks, though not many. There wasn't much bad to say about Mack. Everybody loves Mack, even the competition. Mack like sets the bar. And that's what you pay for. You pay for the name, right? Sort of like buying a Harley Davidson as opposed to a Yamaha V-Star. I have a Yamaha V-Star. I know. I'd love to have a Harley, but you got to pay for that name. It's like an exclusive club, and you got to pay to get in. Sort of the same thing with Mack trailers. Same thing. And but they are good quality, absolutely. They say once you buy a Mack, you never take it back. So these extreme trailers I've been looking at very, very closely, and you know, I think I'm leaning towards it. I think I'm gonna go for it. I wanted to go for the Rettenauer, but we hit a snag. I was gonna go for the tandem rear slide. Started looking into that. Agreed on a number. Talked about financing. Talked about this. Talked about that, and we hit a snag. That deal didn't work out. As I was talking sort of at the same time to the good guys at Quality Trailers with Extreme, we were also talking numbers, and their numbers were very nice. They were the best numbers, given the equipment that I'm getting. And, you know, we talked about the history of Extreme trailers. You know, we talked about the issues other drivers have had with those trailers. I reached out on Facebook to you guys, and a couple of you who have owned them before or who own them now reached out to me. I heard good, I heard bad. I wanted to hear from everybody because I didn't want to hear bad things from a guy who's trying to sell me a different trailer, right? He's trying to sell me a different trailer. Obviously, you get the conflict of interest there, right? Not that I don't trust him. It's just there's a conflict of interest, and I wanted to remove that and hear from people who actually pulled the trailers. And there's a mosquito in here. So I heard from a lot of you. Saw some guys on the road, talked to my friends in the States, talked to Moses. He knows a lot of guys down in Virginia area, Pennsylvania area out there too. He was talking to them. And heard good and bad, but overwhelmingly good, actually. The bad was pretty bad, but you know, there's always a dud in every trailer. There's Rettenauers out there, there's Macks out there, there's Wilsons out there, there's Dorseys out there that you'll find that have broken in half or that have bent. Usually that's driver fault. That's because the driver overloaded them or loaded it incorrectly. And, you know, so me and the sales guy at Quality, we went over the history because I wanted to learn more about Quality. I brought up all the issues that you guys brought up with me, that my friends brought up with me, and I wanted to know, okay, I've heard of these issues in the past. What has Extreme done to address those issues? He says, yeah, we're well aware of that, and here is what they've done to address that. And he listed this all off. This is what they adjusted here on this date. This is what they adjusted here. And here's what they added for added strength here. Here's what they changed and added here for added strength here. And that really, I think I've really done a lot of rounded research here. And trailers are sort of like pickup trucks. You know, if you're a Ford guy and I go and buy a Chevy, you're going to be mad at me. I'm a Chevy guy, and if you go buy a Dodge, I won't be mad at you, but I'll be disappointed. Even though Dodge is a good truck, Ford is a good truck, those two sentences there just felt weird coming out of my mouth because I'm such a diehard Chevy fan, right? But I know deep down, you know, the competition makes good vehicles. They have to, because if they didn't make good vehicles, Chevy would start slacking. You know, the reason we have such good Chevy vehicles is because we have such good competitors that keep us on our toes, right? So there's nothing wrong with liking this trailer, liking that trailer. I went and looked at all of them, took into account prices, took into account strength, history, user experience or like driver experience with them. And I think I'm about ready to pull the trigger. I've gotten all the green lights. There's nothing standing in my way now except me. I've been sitting on this paper to sign. It's actually a digital thing. I got to sign it digitally. They've been bugging me to sign it for a couple of days. I've been sitting on it for a couple of days. Have all the approvals, all the green lights to buy the Extreme triaxle with a rear lift. I wanted to see if it would work out with Rettenauer. That was my other pick. It just, like I said, we hit some snags. It didn't feel right, me, and I'm a praying man too. I don't know if you are. Prayed about it overnight and for days, and I just felt that this was the way I was being led towards this trailer. So it looks like I'm going to go home, and I'm probably going to sign some papers. And within a week or two, I'm going to have a 2025 Extreme Triaxle behind me. You know what's pretty cool about these Extremes? They're very light. That's their whole shtick. They're light. So the Triaxle I'm buying is actually only about 500 pounds heavier than the tandems I was looking at. So it's not that much extra weight, but you do have that added ability to haul more weight if you want to. Like if I'm, let's say, out east, I seem to have a hard time finding loads out of Toronto. Good paying loads going into Toronto, nothing coming out. Nothing. It's a little bit here, a little bit there, a bunch of LTL to get me back home, or I got to go down to the States, come back home. However, if I had that triaxle, even with the lifted axle, I could just plop that axle down. Now there's a whole new freight market open to me. Maybe it's a triaxle load. You can't haul it on a tandem. Well, guess what? Now I have a triaxle. Plop it on there. Let's tie her down. Let's go home. It opens up that, and that's what I wanted. I wanted that extra option. You guys have heard me talk about it before. I wanted a triaxle with a rear lift. With the rear lift, it also makes the trailer California legal. That doesn't matter to me because I have no plans of trucking into California at all. But who knows if I ever change my mind or if California changes. One of the two would have to happen. Maybe I'll go to California with my truck one day. I don't mind. I wouldn't go there. I mean, I wouldn't mind going there personally to go visit some places. But with my truck, if I ever do go there, hey, my trailer's legal for California. Or hey, one day I want to sell the trailer. I can sell it and say it's California legal. Just lift that rear axle and now you're California legal because California requires a shorter wheelbase. Because California has to be California. They have to do everything different. They have to make everything harder. They have to over-regulate that. And then once you have all these regulations, they have to create a whole new list of regulations to regulate these regulations. And then, you know, you need the overall regulations to regulate all of the regulations that are regulating the regulations. It's just, you guys, I'm sure a lot of you guys drive into California, and a lot of you live there too. You know what I'm talking about. You know I'm like a little over-exaggerating, but not much, right? Not much. That's how it is. So yeah, I wanted to tell you that. It looks like I'm going to go for it. Looks like I'm going to be pulling that behind me, and I'm really excited about it. It's been something I've been working towards my whole life, really, since I was like 8 years old. This has been where I wanted to go, and now the time is right. I feel good about it in here. I feel at peace about it. Been sitting on this for a while, thinking about it, weighing my options. You can ask my friends. I've been like talking about it. Like, I know I've probably been annoying them because this is all I've been thinking about lately. Because I have to make sure I make the right decision. There's some people that are going to think the decision I make is just terrible. That I'm just going to end up with a trailer that's snapped in half. There's going to be people out there that think it's happy. It's great. It's happy for me. It's like I said before. Some people are Ford. Some people are Chevy. Some people are Dodge. Same thing with trailers. It's everybody thinks the other one is a piece of junk, right? Guess we'll find out. I guess we'll find out. We're gonna get some good warranty on it, though. Don't worry. I have a good warranty on it. I'm excited, though. I am really excited. So, hit that like button. I'm gonna go home now, and it's Friday when I'm filming this. So Saturday, Sunday at home. Monday morning, we'll be headed back to my trailer, hooking back up, and zipping out to Regina, Saskatchewan. It's like 6-7 hours west of here. So I could leave like mid-morning, get there like early evening, late afternoon, sit down, have an evening, get a good parking spot, maybe have a shower, make some supper. I don't know, we'll see what happens. See what happens. I hope you tune in. If you don't hear from me this weekend, though, don't worry. I'll be back on Monday. I'll see if I can make something while I'm at home. But when I'm at home, it's go, go, go. Maybe we can do like some one-takers or something. I hope you guys are okay with that because time is extremely limited at home with a toddler and a infant. It's, you get it. I'm going to stop babbling. I salute you guys. Thanks for watching right to the end. Please leave me a comment down below if you want to. Hit that join button if you want to become a member of the channel. You can learn more about it down there. And hey, if you want to go one step further, hit that share button, and please share it to all your followers on whatever social media you have. Helps me out a lot. It's free to do that. See you later, guys.